And we are back. We are playing a Game Gear game. This is Stargate. We're going to take you to Giza in Egypt in 1928, so I want some Egyptian jokes from you all. Professor Langford is at a dig site near the Great Pyramid. Huge cover stones are found. Huge. Engraved with hieroglyphics. And a few imperial meters away, a strange quartz ring is unearthed. We've got a mystery on our hands, chap. The ring measures almost 20 feet in diameter and has unrecognizable hieroglyphics. Someone is getting married in a very big way. It remains a mystery for more than half a century. And then this guy comes along in the present day. Some of you out there will know who this is. Daniel Jackson deciphers the true meaning of the hieroglyphics. The cover stones read as follows. A million light years into the sky is Ra, sun god. Sealed and buried for all time is Stargate. Who would have thunk it? Oh, Manic, very good. So this is Stargate, and EBC, Mo, any of you guys in the Game Boy scene, this could be an interesting game for you guys, because this 8-bit puzzler was ported to both the Game Boy and the Game Gear, and is the same game, but the RNG might be slightly different. As far as I know, nobody has worked on this on either of the ports. And we're going to play one-player battle mode. We're going to play on easy. This game is fantastic and chill, so I can read you guys in the chat. I don't have to do too much work. It's nice and lazy. Hopefully we can win, but I can't guarantee that. So it's actually looking impossible that I might end up with a like 50-50 record from tonight's games. Lol. Let's begin. Daniel, we now know that your Stargate is a doorway. The doorway leads to another star system controlled by Ra. You have to come with us through the gates and shut them down to keep Ra from attacking. And that's despite the fact that he's been sealed and buried away for all time. Makes no sense. Ra's on the rampage. He needs some Weetabix. We're going to stop him. Only you know how to decipher the markings. And we've got a grid here. Ra's going to choose a Stargate. And the job of this is going to be to win more Stargates than Ra. So we've got to win 15 out of 29. Oh, Manic, brilliant. Ra's attacked Sector 5D. You sunk my battleship. Here's Horus or Osiris, I always get those two mixed up. Master, allow me to defeat this human. And here's Ra. Go at once, Horus, but do not fail me. I love how I still confuse Horus and Osiris, even though it tells me it's Horus. Lol. So, here is Stargate. We've got symbols, and we've got pieces, and we can flip each piece to reveal a different symbol on the opposite side. And I've got a couple of magic jewels here, which are going to empty the space beneath them. We've got blank jewels, and oh, we've topped out. Ra wins the gate. Ra, the gate is open. I don't actually know what triggers these cutscenes, whether it's random, so there might be some tech to that. Excellent! Open them all and prove yourself my champion. Why couldn't they just have a nice game of chess? Be easier. So 1-0 to Ra. And he's going to choose 60. So in the bottom left corner, you can see that says gate equals 2. Now what that means is the game wants me to assemble 2 of the Stargate addresses that you see in the top. But I'm going to say no and top out, because I'm lazy. So yeah, Stargate on the Genesis and the SNES was an actual platformer game, type of thing that might be in a Super 16 one day. But the 8-bit version was a puzzle game instead. And it turns out to be something pretty obscure, because I'd never heard of it. But a few years ago, JKL was doing a bounty for playing new Game Gear games, and I thought, well, I want to win $10, I'll play Stargate. And I found this. And it's a pretty cool little game. But you might notice by now that I am effectively just forfeiting every single gate. And the reason for that is that we have got a reverse Othello vibe going on. So whenever you win a gate, it flips the gates adjacent to it to your possession. And with that in mind, basically all you have to do is just forfeit, 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 5 fit because inflation, and then flip a few gates at the end and Bob's your uncle. Or in this case, Ra's your uncle. So it's nice because I don't have to do too much. I can just rely on flipping a few 7-8 gates at the end. And as well as that, each of these addresses always has the same number of Stargates to solve, like 1, 2 or 3. So this one right in the middle, it's always a 3. Now, as I said earlier, we don't know what the RNG is like with this. Sometimes Ra likes to go bonkers and just defeat you really quickly, even when you're playing well. Sometimes he's just a pushover, and you'll win in the middle of the match without even doing anything. So, again, that might be slightly different on the Game Boy. It might be something that somebody very skilled can look into, because there's no task for this. But what it comes down to is it's a match 3 puzzle game. Flipping a blank tile petaQ. Very well done. Very well done. And we've got magic tiles there that you can use to empty your wells. The astute among you, however, will notice we've got 7 addresses in the Stargate. And to win a Stargate, you can either assemble the pieces in order, circular-wise, or you can do it from bottom to top of the well. But if I just show you here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you might think there would be 8 bits to this well, there's only 7. So it's a bit confusing when you get used to it at first. Takes a bit of getting used to. And broadly speaking, I found it's best just to try and match 3 of everything as quick as you can, because whenever you match 3, you'll throw pieces into Ra's well. But you might wonder where's Ra's well, because we can't see it. You never actually see it. The only indication you get of how you're doing is the 7 lights on either side, and that tells you how close Ra is to assembling one of the Stargate addresses, which is essentially useless. So there's that. But I will say legit, this music in this game is amazing. So one of the reasons I picked this is to show that off for you to do. We've got another puzzle game on the Game Gear coming up tomorrow though, where we actually have to make some sort of effort. So, not to worry. Hopefully I can win today, or it's going to be Egyptian hokey-cokey for me. The level thing in the bottom, I think that's just the number of Stargates that have been played so far. So again, as I say, I don't know what's making Ra go aggressive sometimes. But literally all you're doing is gambling on winning by winning only a few Stargates and not losing lots of time on it. Nothing much to it. And you can flip the tiles, and there's something on the opposite side of those. And the only way to actually win is to assemble those 7 addresses in the top. So you can't win just by matching 3 of everything, you actually have to do something with it. But about half the time, Ra seems to just lose anyways, so, you know. Manic, that is amazing anchor management, I love that. That's brilliant. But this game, as far as I know, has never been in a race on the Game Gear or the Game Boy, so this could be a really interesting choice for Tiny 10. There is a 1-player skill mode, so that could be an avenue for people to explore. Flip that one to avoid losing time. The main thing that's difficult with this is just working out what squares you want to try and win, and what to name each of these pieces, because it does get a little bit confusing. Notwithstanding the fact that it's me commentating, and I'm sure I'm not the clearest of guides either. Now, why did the mummy go down for fraud? Because he got involved in a pyramid scheme with a very dodgy geezer. Ha ha ha. It's a fair old cop. So 8 minutes in, and I have done absolutely nothing at all. Let me look at the state of the board here. Ra's got all the corners. We've got a nice double thickness wall building in column 3 and 4. So I should be able to win a few Stargates from that. I like the look of E5 as well, but I'm probably going to have to play 4 or 5 Stargates to win. But that's okay, because you can enjoy the music. Oh, Jean-Vic, you know this game. Fantastic. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a really interesting little game that I found not too long ago, and I've never worked out if there is a reason for the way Ra plays. So, the world record is like 40 minutes. Pure luck. But you could easily beat that. So, if I win control, I then get to choose what Stargate is next as well. So, there's a couple of eyes above and below this square, so there's no point in me going for it. Because if I lose one of the squares around it, they'll just get flipped back. Waste of time. And it is possible to assemble Stargates in the circular order around the base of the well, but generally it's not something you would want to do unless you were trying to get ahead on like a 2 or 3 gate. So A5 will be a 1. Again, I don't think I can really play that one. Fear not, I know it looks like I'm just losing the entire game here, but last 5 or 6 gates will make all the difference. Okay, so if I go for this one and win it, I've only got to defend B5. B5 is a 2 and this is a 3. Let's play this grid. Let's actually play now. So we've got cross, dinosaur, spikes, Wi-Fi symbol, square thing, pickle, Wi-Fi symbol, question mark, cucumber, Wi-Fi symbol, that's a 3, fish, cucumber, question mark, That is literally how you end up playing this game, is thinking in terms of these crazy little descriptions and trying to work out what you're doing. Because it's very easy to get disoriented. Especially with only being 7 wide of a well. Or you end up trying to be too fast or too slow. I do adore this music though, it's so cool. So I'm just trying to push pieces down as fast as I can here and put stuff into Ra as well. Doing okay so far. Ra got one there, so he pushed some stuff into my well. Scarab Beetle, Magic Jewel, so that's going to empty everything in this column, that's useful. And you can see in the top left and in the top right, I've got little previews of what 2 tiles are next, which is also helpful. Oop. Good. Clear those Scarab Beetles away. Oh, that's not good. There we go, Magic Jewel, that's lucky. Ra's doing decently here. This is not going so well. Waves. I need the waves. Oop. You can fill each of these grids 7 high. Daniel wins the game. So I literally didn't do anything and I won, which is nice. Master, I must report that the human defeated me. Knees bent, arms out, rah rah rah. Pause for laughter. So, now I'm in control. I've got 5 here in the centre. I need, what, 15 to win. This one's vulnerable here. This one's vulnerable here. This one's vulnerable here. This is going to be locked off. So if I go for this one, I can win 4. This one looks good because I can win 5 here. Let's go for this one down here. It's only a 1 Stargate address. Okay. Dinosaur. I think it's meant to be something other than a dinosaur, but it looks like one to me. So, you know. What you gonna do? Waves. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. I've got this image of like old school World War II phone operators getting people to dial Stargates for them. Like Scarab Hill 509. Whoa. Now I've got a problem because I can't remember. I can't remember what I put under that blank. Ah. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is not good. Let's try and rapidly get some pieces to get a magic jewel on that one, I think. Ooh. There's a magic jewel, that's good. Shut it down. Yeah, this game is just like, it makes no sense even when you know what you're meant to be doing. You see, I literally wasn't doing anything wrong and Ra just won. And it says Ra won even though it's Horus who's playing. Okay, down to 3. This one we should skip. So it's possible that the Game Boy version has slightly different programming and there might be exploits or ways to make it more reliable to play. This is only the easy mode, I should point out. The hard mode I've never tried, but I get the feeling it's absolutely crazy. Let's try and win a gate here. Let's just push pieces down as fast as we can and hope. Can't work out any worse than everything else we've been doing. There's a connection. Good. So in theory, every time you get a column of 3, you're pushing junk into the other guy's bit, but it doesn't seem to work like that. It never seems to make a difference. That's lucky. Dinosaur. Wild tile. Crucifix. Daniel Winsgate, that's good. Looks like this is going a little bit longer than anticipated, but that's okay. I am no longer amused, says Ra. Right. I'm just gonna have to go for all these ones on the outside and hope. So just push pieces down as fast as we can and hope we can get lots of matches, I think. I don't like the look of this. See, in theory I should be getting the targets that I've got at the top, but it doesn't seem to help that much. Especially if you're slow doing it. Oh, good. There's a win. So we've got a nice little corner now. Well, I'm going to have to go for all of these anyway, so let's just get on with it. Because if I lose this one, I'm losing a lot of territory. That's a square. Don't forget that's a square. That's a cucumber, don't forget that's a cucumber. You catchphrases here. Lol. It's like some sort of unholy Egyptian shopping list. Pickle... Bother. Oh, I don't like that. Oh dear. We're in a fight here. That was a mistake. I don't know what it is, but the magic jewel just came and didn't tell me it was coming, which was kind of confusing, but oh well. What you gonna do? Do. Oh, that's bad. Waves. No. Oh, thank heavens. See, I don't understand that. That makes no sense. I shouldn't have won that one. Okay. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to have to go for these. Yeah, no choice. So again, just shove everything down, hope for the best. Typical British repression strategy at its finest. dinosaur, scarab, cucumber. Yeah, cucumber. Something... Fish block, cucumber, pickle, squarey thing, scarab beetle. Yeah. Oh, bother. We had a fish, we lost it. Oh, crap. Oh, see that? Oh, you've got to be kidding. So it didn't tell me I was getting a wild jewel, and it's just... I've pushed it down too far to put it back on top of that stack. Lovely. Rah, you rotter. Never give up. We're still in it. Do. Oh, nearly messed myself up. Oh, bother. Oh, that's bad. Oh, you're kidding me. So the I one removes all the ones of that type instead of all the ones in that column? That's crazy fortunate. Wow. How on earth I am still in this match, I do not know. Wi-Fi symbol. Yeah. Flip. Ooh. And Ra wins the gate, even though we didn't do anything. Lol. I agree, colours would be a much better choice. Again, let's just push this down, make it as quick as we can. Oh. Again, I do think this deserves more runners. It's just one of those where you have to accept that it's a little bit janky. You're not going to get a brilliant run every time, but it's a game. I'll be playing petaQ Animal tomorrow, which is a little bit more puzzle-headed. That was quick. It's all down to this one, it seems. Daniel Ra has discovered that we brought a bomb. Oh my god, a bomb! No offence taken at all, Kyokuki-san. I absolutely understand. This is not the best advert for speedrunning. It's just like it's... You know, everyone should try games at least once, and I'm glad I try it, because the music alone makes it worth playing. It's kind of fun. So it all comes down to this: can we actually defeat Ra? Can I actually win one of the games I've chosen to play this weekend? Oh. Not looking too bad so far. Hey, did we do it? Hey, we actually beat the game. Hey. Ra has been defeated. Up the Ra. Now we get to see the ending. I've shut down the last gate. Thank you for the GG. Barely earned. Ra's ship is taking off. And the bomb is on board. There's Ra's ship, the top of the pyramid, which has magically changed colour. Because of course it has. He's gone. Off he goes. And he won't be coming back. Boom. And we get a nice little score counter as well. Thank you very much for the GGs. $439 pieces. That was a battle. Yeah. Typically this goes a lot more smoothly than that. But if you're looking for something slightly crazy, this could be the game for you. How did the score rank? How did we do? Oh, that's not bad. There we go. A mind-bending game from Acclaim. So that is Stargate for the Game Gear. Next we're going to go back to the Game Boy. And I'm a little bit frustrated because that didn't go as well as I wanted it to, so I'm going to do something morally ambiguous with the next Game Boy game. We'll be back in a moment.